Hey everybody, welcome back to True North VR. Today we are checking out the Bobovr D3 charging dock compatible with your Quest 3. This one I'm going to unbox it, I'll assemble it, show you how to use it. I'm going to test it with a lot of different facial interfaces to see which ones work, and I'll give you my overall review. Without further ado, let's jump into this one. Alright, so here's what we had inside the box. We have the dock itself. As you can see here, we got a USB-C port on the back. We got a part here to charge your B100 batteries, you got your part to charge your headset, and you have spots for your controllers there as well. It also comes with rechargeable batteries that we're going to insert in our controllers in just a minute, new battery covers that are going to allow for that wireless charging, a charging cable, and we have two grip pads that are going to be attached to the bottom of the stand right there. So we got a lot to go through. First, let us install these pads. You're obviously just going to want to peel this back, and they are nice and sticky. Ooh, nice and shiny and fresh. I'm going to turn this upside down here, and you're just going to want to, I'm just going to slide this closer so I have more control. All right, there we go. Those are installed. Those are real sticky, not moving anywhere. Even sticks to the ground a little bit there, which is awesome. Next, we're going to do our controllers here. So you're going to want to take your controllers. I've already popped off the battery cover that was on there. If you don't know how to do that, here's the battery cover. Press that eject button. It'll come loose. You can take your battery out, and then you're going to want to insert these batteries here. Now you can see right on these batteries we have an L on this one and we have an R on that one. So here is my right controller. I'm going to take this, insert it just like that. Take my left controller, insert it just like that. Now we can take our battery covers, big L on this one, put that over top, big R on this one, put that over top, and you are good. So this is going to go in magnetically, and I could feel it magnetic pull on there, but it also says it is compatible with their grip covers, which we're going to bring out in just a second. The cable here, it recommends using this cable or a cable that is capable of doing at least 45 watt charges. So I do have a 45 watt charger here. This one is actually from Kiwi Design. So this is the cable I'm going to be using with this one, as they recommend using a 45 watt charger to get proper charge to all of the different spots when you are charging. Now, I know a lot of people do complain that this doesn't come with a charger, and I do agree with them a little bit on that point. This isn't cheap. This isn't a cheap dock. It is pretty expensive, and the fact that it doesn't actually even come with a charger that is capable of charging everything is a little bit of a letdown for sure, but we're going to talk about that later. Let's bring in these controller grips. So these are the Bobovr G3 Plus controller grips. I'm just going to put these in here real quick. Okay, and it does say that this is compatible with this for charging. And putting it on there, I could feel the magnetic pull onto them, so I am interested once I actually plug them in to see how the charging actually goes with them. So let's plug this in, let's do some testing with facial interfaces and see how the charge is going to be. Alright, so here we have the dock. I have it plugged in, and you'll see at the top there we have a green light showing our power is good and we are good to use it. So first we are going to insert our little extra battery for our head strap right there. And you can see that it connected magnetically and it is currently charging. Next, we will do the controllers with their grips on. You can see those two dots. Those two dots are the magnetic part that are connecting. And we will put both of them on there. And you can see lights have come on in both spots, showing that they have connected and they are good to go. Now, for the head strap itself, we are going to be charging via these three dots on the bottom, as there are those dots right there. I have on their F3 facial interface, so I will set this on here, and you can see that it is going to be charging here. I heard the noise there. There we go. we are good. We got the green light. That means that we are charging, and all of them are charging at the same time, which is really good and what we are looking for. You do need that 45-watt charger for that to happen. So I do want to try this now with a few different types of facial interfaces to see which ones will work and which ones won't for you guys here. All right, so now I've put on just the stock facial interface, the one that comes with the Quest 3. We'll set that on here. Power's on, we're charging, stock interface works just fine. All right, next up we have the AMVR upgraded facial interface. One of my favorites. There we go. Just had to adjust it properly there, and it is also working with this dock. All right, next up we have the Oblik custom facial interface. This is made just for my face. A little shout out to Eagle Doc Stu, his favorite setup here. Let's see how it does here. There we go. You can see we're charging. This one works as well. All right, next up we have the KKCOBVR K3 interface with a fan. We got double fan going on here. Let's see if this one works. Yep, we are good to go. It is charging. All right, here I have on the Globular Cluster F3 V3 facial interface, the magnetic one, right, that has the different attachments to it. Let's see if we can get this on here. No, already I can feel that it's just sitting a little bit above. And looking at it from behind, I can just tell that this part here is too thick for this piece here, and I'm not able to get that behind there, which isn't allowing for that contact. I hoped I had it there, which is unfortunate because that's actually my favorite facial interface. So if I'm going to be planning to use this dock, I am going to have to switch facial interfaces. I did try it with this one as well, and with this extra little piece here, I found like it just sat up on top even more with that. So the Globular Cluster F3 V3 is out of the question for using it with this dock. All right, so now I want to go through and give you my review. In terms of overall design, fantastic. There are so many docks out there that don't allow you to charge everything that you're going to be using. So many of the docks will just charge the headset. Some of them now I've seen will start to allow controllers too, but I don't think I've seen one yet that will allow you to charge the controllers, your headset, and the battery for your battery head strap all at the same time. This will allow you to do it. Now you have to use the Bobo stuff, right? It's made for this battery to be charged on the back there. It is made to be used with their controller grips. You can use them without grips as well, as you have seen there. And then you can charge your headset without, you know, the Bobo strap or anything on it there. You see it clicked in there. But to be able to charge everything at the same time, you will need to be using their accessories. But the ability to charge everything at the same time is really convincing me that this is the setup I need to use for the strict convenience of it. How often are you playing and your controller, all of a sudden you get a notification saying your left controller is about to die, your right controller's battery is low, and then you need to go and swap out batteries. If you're able to just, when you're done playing, put them back on here and have them fully charged, they're going to last for over 24 hours on a single charge. And I don't know anybody who's playing for more than 24 hours at a time. I'm definitely not. I wish I had that kind of time, but I don't. And then being able to charge your battery for your battery head strap at the same time and have your headset fully charged, that's giving me, you know, that 4 to 6 hours of game time with the Quest 3 fully charged and their battery fully charged. This is the ideal setup if you're using all of their accessories. Again, if you're using a different type of head strap, maybe it isn't the best idea. If you're not wanting to use their controller grips, if you like other controller grips instead, maybe it's not going to work the best. It does work with both of their controller grips. These are the Pro versions, or the Plus versions, sorry. It does work with their smaller ones as well. Charge time, if you're not using a 45-watt charger, it's going to take quite a few hours for everything to be fully charged. But with the 45 watt charger that I have in the back there, and we saw the green light there, which means that I am using a solid charger and it is working well, you're going to have this battery charged up to 80% in 1.5 hours. Your controllers are going to be charged in a similar time. Your headset might take a little bit longer than that, but you're going to get a solid amount of power to everything, and you're going to have everything fully charged within a few hours, which is fantastic for using it. Overall, what I've read online and what I've seen, obviously from my own experience, depending on your facial interface, will determine if you're able to use it. I'm a little disappointed that it's not going to work with the Globular cluster, as I mentioned before, because that is my main one. And so this isn't for everybody. I've read a lot of people online and a lot of reviews saying that it is hard to line up those 3 dots. And to be honest, as I've gone through here, yeah, sometimes it is a little bit hard to line up. Once you find that position, it has clicked in for me fine, and it has been charging. It is a little bit frustrating. I wish they did have a little charger coming up to the USB-C port instead of that, because that is creating a lot of frustration for people. So that will deter a few people away. But pretty much every person that I've seen talk about that has then later on in their review or experience said, but I haven't found anything else that's better, so this is the one that I'm using. So take that as you will. There are some other competitors out there, but for an all-in-one headset, head strap, battery, and your controllers all charging in the same place, this is fantastic. I'm really excited to use this more extensively and see how it goes long term here for sure. Price point, we're looking at $70 regular price on Amazon. It isn't a cheap one. In Canadian, it was about $110 when I bought it. So it is definitely more of an investment for sure for a charging station and a charging dock, but if it can have everything all in the same place, this is something that I'm going to be planning to use just for the strict convenience. And their accessories, their head strap is comfortable, their controller grips are comfortable, so I'm looking forward to using those more as well. If you have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out in any way possible. Thank you for watching this one. We'll see you next time here on True North VR.